And we're back, folks. Back to some more of that journey to Jiaobao. So we have just we had just murdered Garma, and and we actually defeated the mysterious Nadazaku that apparently showed up in in Asia instead of Africa. I know that Origins is the most recent one I've read, and I haven't watched the original in a very, very long time. But I could have swore it was Africa that, that Rumble Raw stuff happened, but maybe it was Asia? Who knows? Make more sense since they're going towards Odessa.
We received word that the White Base would participate in Operation Odessa, the Earth Federation force's great counteroffensive. We changed our original course for Jabububuru and instead set out to cross the Pacific, making our way to Europe. Lieutenant Matilda had mentioned earlier that Amuro might be psychic. Amuro's abilities, in fact, continued to grow. The term new type was introduced, a theory of human evolution proposed by Zeon Zum Daikun. But when one person's abilities far surpass those of everyone else, problems will arise. It disrupts the harmony of the group. Amuro was ignoring orders and venturing out in his mobile suit without authorization. His cocky behavior made him very conspicuous. So Mirai, you really believe that Amuro is a new type?
Well, I can't come up with any other explanation for the amazing things that he's done since we left Side 7.
You may be right, but there's no proof. Our primary concern right now is how we're going to survive.
They say that new types are the next step in human evolution. If that's what's happening to Amuro, then...
We can't wait for that boy to mature. I'm going to take Amuro off the Gundam and...
Right?
If he feels like we're relying on him, he's going to get a swelled head and eventually do something that'll put us all in danger. Mirai, I want us to agree on this.
Amuro!
So you overheard us.
Amuro!
Let him go. It's just as well, Mirai. Now we don't have to worry about explaining it all to him.
I don't know.
There's another mine like this located roughly 50 kilometers to the north, my lady.
Ba-ding.
This must be it. I found the Zeon mine that General Revel plans to take on Odessa Day. If I take out this mine with Gundam, then I'll save the Federation from having to mobilize. Let's see what Bright and Mirai do then. I bet they won't mess around with me again.
Genius plan.
My main weapon, which I took from the White Base, the beam rifle. Okay, I have plenty of energy. The mining base is so huge, and their defensive firepower looks challenging. First, I'll try to target the main facility and any buildings with gun turrets. It's really the mega particle cannons that I have to watch out for, but if I hit my targets, I'm sure the whole base will be paralyzed. Okay, let's do it.
Alright then. This isn't gonna be a terrible idea. Yeah, I always thought this happened in Africa, but whatever. Also, why are we attacking a place in why are we attacking a place in, like, India when it's Odessa Day? Should be, like, attacking the Ukraine, which the city of Odessa is in? I think it's the Ukraine still? It might be in Russia. I'm kind of leery on where that border is now.
Cross of sand.
Yeah, so we're gonna go murder some people. But yeah, Bright just totally failed that situational awareness check. Like, that was his fault completely. And by that I mean he didn't look left.
Once and for all, I'll prove to him that I'm the best pilot for Gundam.
Remember that you're basically invincible if you run to the left. Where am I going? Need to hit that. Guy's way over there. Guy's up here. Guy's way down here. Holy shit, there's a lot of targets. Then again, we're fighting like Lugans, some Magellas. There's an Adzom in there somewhere. Some Magellas. So I think we're going to hit those guys at the right. We're going to loop around, hit those guys in the back, take out the Magellas while we can. Oh, there's a Zaku 2 there. Didn't see that. Also another one there. Yeah, so I think we'll go hit these guys to the right, loop around, grab these guys in the back, do a massive loop, and then try to get central on here for when the Adzom spawns. So I'm assuming it's going to pop up near the end. I don't want to lock onto the Zaku. I want to lock onto this thing. Come on. Or, you know, I'll just destroy buildings. That works too. Just so you know, that was my War from the Ashes strat. Like, I'd literally just jump, shoot a couple of times, and then land, do it again, and it would work, like, consecutively, too, which was sad. I was wasting bullets there, repeatedly shooting over and over again. I can only get it, looks like one shot every time. Two. Oh, I could have hit that one without jumping. That wasn't my plan, but that was much easier than it needed to be. Oh. For a second there, I thought that was a Federation aggressor unit and was painted white. No, not that one. I want to target the gun. Gun, please. Thank you. Now we can randomly shoot the building. I'm pretty sure this is an apartment building, so fuck you. Alright, so there's some more targets up there that I have to take out. More guns over here as well. That Lugan and the next bastion of guys. So I'm thinking... Whoops. To be fair, if you killed Kycilia, you'd probably get ranked up at least once. By Girin, actually, not by, you know, anyone in the Federation. That was one of my favorite D&D games I played. Or at least, but one of my favorites we had planned since we never really got far into the campaign. But we had it so that it was kind of always do an AU thing with Dungeons and Dragons if you use an established canon and you want to affect it a little bit. So we had it so that Kycilia got murdered by basically the Blue Man Group. We never really got far into the series, but like, it's going to be interesting to find out how Dozel and Girin took getting, having Kycilia assassinated and having all these extra duties to deal with, and not being able to do basically whatever they wanted. shit. God damn it. Can you lock on or hold up your shield or something? This is kind of pissing me off now. What the fuck? Come on. Change target, please. Thank you. Oh yeah. That's a Zaku J, because you can tell by the missile pods. I can't use targeting in any game, you know that. So don't even complain about it. Just watch me play Crossfire at all. And you'll see how bad I am at targeting even things that don't move. I was kind of hoping to, you know, new type this one and not take any damage at all, but whatever. I got distracted. I started talking about something I actually enjoy. That's how you use head Vulcans. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, but I did. You hold the right trigger and square. And there, folks, is the flying onion, the Adzom. So we don't have to worry about it really shooting at us because the mega part. The ding.
What's that?
So we don't really have to worry about it shooting us too bad, but it has a I forget what the electric web thing is called, but it can drop this thunder thing on you that basically kills you. You gotta be careful and not get underneath it. I think that was a DOP. Aw, damn it. Yeah, those are what it uses to deploy the electric web. I love how this guy's just like going along with his day like, there might be a giant robot fight, but who cares? I need to get this paycheck. Or my space children will die. I will say, at least, so far, this is a pretty cool fight. Not exactly difficult if, you know, I wasn't absolutely shit at this game, but it's fun. Like, there's actually, like, part damage. You don't really see that in games back in the day.
It looks like the game is over now.
Wonder if we kill him fast enough?
Man, the enemy just keeps sending in newer weapons.
If we kill him fast enough, does he pull out the blinged Gauf?
The most important thing for me right now is to become better at piloting Gundam.
I blame that Zaku. And, by extension, Char. That bastard Char.
Oh, wow. You think Gundam managed to do this all on its own?
Can't you come up with any other possibility?
Amuro doesn't even know this wasn't their main base.
That's right. If it were, it wouldn't have fallen so easily to a single Gundam.
What has he done? Guess we have to assume that because of Gundam, the enemy will be digging their heels in harder than ever, and we'll all be paying the price. Frau Bo!
Amuro? Who does he think he is? He's so selfish.
What the Gundam had actually destroyed was merely one of numerous mining bases operated by the Zeons. As a result of Amuro's foolish actions, the enemy was put on a heightened state of alert.
This way, please, Ms. Hammond.
Bartender, start us off with some good old water.
Well, you don't have much here. We'll take 14 of whatever you can make.
Ma'am?
You ordered an extra one, Hammond?
One for the young man over there.
I don't know how to say this. I really appreciate your generosity, but I can't accept your offer.
No?
I'm not a charity case, so there's no reason why you should buy me anything.
Well, the boy's got you there, Hammond. This one's pretty sharp.
Lieutenant, I found a suspicious character.
She's just a kid.
Frau Bo.
Well, dear, I believe she is the young man's girlfriend.
Amuro?
Let the girl go.
Sir!
Just do it. You've got the eyes of a soldier. That certainly takes a lot of guts, boy. I'm really impressed with you, Amuro. That's your name, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
If we happen to meet on the battlefield, it'll be different. The best of luck to you, Amuro.
Thanks, Mr. Rombaral, and thanks, Ms. Hammond. I really appreciate it.
Amuro?
Let's go.
Hey, sir? Follow those kids, Sagan. If they're Federation, the Trojan horse should be around here somewhere.
Sir!
Day 23. The kid is still just laying there in the dirt for some reason. We're not quite sure, but he was muttering something about sand and how coarse it is.
Oh no! Frau Bo must have been followed! The enemy's gotta be that guy! That Gallop ground combat ship, and that new Goof mobile suit. The Goof is more than a match for the gun cannon and gun tank. I've got to get past the Gallop and figure out how to slow the Goof down. No way am I gonna let him take out the White Base!
Yeah, so we gotta avoid that there heat rod. But basically the fight will be the same as before. Except for I won't have a bazooka this time. So unlimited ammo, basically.
Rombaral's attack.
Yeah, so I thought this happened in Africa, you know. Not like Myanmar. Or Burma, or whatever they call it these days. I think they used to call it Burma back then, but I could be wrong.
Don't let the enemy get near the White Base.
Man, Amuro, you sure picked a rotten time to leave.
Hey, Magellan attack cannons.
I made it behind the enemy. If the White Base can hold out, the best option would be for me to destroy that Gallop thing first. Oh, what do I do?
Kinda wish I had my bazooka. It would have been a... I was kinda hoping it would let me shoot the gun, but whatever. Head Vulcans, go! Oops, I didn't mean to switch weapons at that point. God damn, they're getting their asses kicked. You know, I was kind of hoping Kai could hold out for, 30 seconds, but whatever. Or should I say a minute? He did actually hold out for 30 seconds, which is nice. Come on, let me lock on. Yeah, I redlined my thrusters. You thought I'd get melee range of a Gallop? I'm not crazy.
Very impressive. But don't forget that you owe it all to that mobile suit's abilities and nothing more.
Fuck you. I'm awesome.
You're a sore loser.
Don't worry, he escaped. That Gallop is bombarding you with what? I blew off, like, everything. Where is the Gallop anyway? Like, way farther away than I can reach. I don't know if you saw that, but he shot me sideways. I mean, like, I've done that twice now, so it's not as unbelievable, but that was kind of bullshit. Alright, I was trying to head Vulcan. Oh, okay. For some reason, I was trying to head Vulcan and I was thinking it wasn't going up, but it was. Alright, there's one Magella and a freaking Zaku. Calm down. There. Now where's that Magella? Remember how bad I did in the second episode versus now? See, I'm so much better. I'm also assuming the opportune strat for this game isn't just to go pell-mell towards the Medea, or the Gallop, even though that's what they were saying. Almost redlined my engines again. That's not good for the longevity of your thrusters. I didn't shoot the gun because I didn't know I was able to at the time. But apparently I can, which I thought was gonna be a thing because I could shoot everything else, but whatever. Head Vulcans, away! It might not surprise you, but of course that had an escape pod.
Excellent. Amuro, you're not like the rest of us any longer, are you?
Who was that? Was that Mirai or was that Frau? I'm gonna assume it's Frau, but I don't know. But anyway, folks, that was that. If you enjoyed the episode, you should like. If you didn't, you should dislike. We'll be back for what I think is gonna be the final episode next, but I'm not quite sure. I think somebody told me it was only 8 stages, but why should I believe somebody random on the internet? Anyway, good night.